Just looking through the script, it looks like a very interesting show tonight, David.
Oh, it is. We've got our old friend Rolf Harris.
I suppose there'll be paint all over the place.
Mary Hopkins.
Oh, she's lovely.
Michael Bailey, we've got a very good magician.
What we could do with him.
And David Roset's...
Pekingese?
Yes.
Oh, very appropriate. Sort of peak viewing, one might say.
Oh, one might say it if they were like
I like
you.
dogs, you know. I've just made a film called A Man and His Dog.
Really? What part did you play?
I took the lead.
What a wit. What a twit. What's this?
Oh, that's the lead.
And this?
Well, I wore that in the film.
You don't see many opera hats about these days, do you? They're so interesting, the way they squash... Oh, look, have you met my friend Fang?
Oh, how clever. Oh, always tripped over his lead.
Little baby Pete.
What a super little dog,
Aren't
isn't
they
he?
gorgeous? Yeah. Lovely.
Yes, you won't let him go in the bar with his makeup on, will you?
Oh, no, he went to drama school. He'd never do a thing like that. Incidentally, the time's getting on.
Say good evening and welcome to Magic Box.
Good evening and welcome to Magic Box.
Thank you very much. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very proud to be able to present to you a brand new art form. It's a sort of instant art that you can do at home. It's very entertaining and very inoffensive. And in other words, what I really mean is that you won't get Spike Milligan coming round putting a hammer through your window. Mind you, I think he did a smashing job there, don't you? That's only personal, though. Now, Alistair, may we have the instant art machine, please? This is the instant art machine. He wants a razor already. Now, this is a kind of frame. It's a picture frame with a door in the front that slides open like that, and two doors at the back which open like this. Thank you, Alistair. I wonder if we could swing it around to let everybody see through both sides. The exercise is good anyway. Right, that's the other side. Swing it back for me, Alistair. And the only other thing I need to show you is these picture blocks. Now, I expect when you were young, you played with these sort of things. They have 6 sides with various bits of picture on each, so that you can build up no less than 6 different pictures. Now, I'm going to pop them in here at random so that they don't make any particular picture. Just as they come, I shall bung them in here. And Alistair, if to save time, you could get around the back there and start putting in as well, one in the middle. It's a bit of a tight fit, so, and it's very hard work, so I won't talk for a minute, if you don't mind, while I get on with doing this. Right. You having trouble? Right. And 2 more to go in. Another one. All right. Well done. So, there they are. We'll close them up. All right, close the doors, please, sir. Thank you. Lovely. Oh. You've done a great job. Now, the only other thing to show you is this little folder. All right, I've done it. Right, this folder. Doing his nut. No more money, you know. You're flogging yourself for nothing. This shows you, in small scale, the various well-known pictures that we can represent with the 15 cubes that you've just seen. Now, here they are. This is the Blue Boy. Of course, that's a Gainsborough. And that's Napoleon. That's the famous one of Napoleon. You notice that he's in characteristic pose. He's got his hand on his wallet. Likes to know his thing. This is the famous Mona Lisa, or Mona Lisa, according to which way you say it. This is Sunflowers. It's a Van Gogh. And here we have the Laughing Cavalier. That one's a Picasso. And that's a Constable. Actually, we can't. No, we can't do that one. That one was only put in for a giggle, you see. You have to choose now, the audience has to choose one of the 6. Any one of these we will try and represent by making the blocks change around very quickly, you see. Would somebody like to choose one of these 6 paintings? Anyone like to? Somebody call out one, either the artist or the... Mona Lisa. The lady in the blue hat in the 3rd row would like the Mona Lisa. I think it's blue, I'm colourblind. Right, the Mona Lisa. We'll do that one first. Right, put a little fluence on, and you shall have the Mona Lisa. That's for you. Right, now, you may think, and I hope you won't because it's true, that I paid that lady £1,000 to say Mona Lisa. So just to confound the cynics and the skeptics and all that, I would like somebody else to call out another one. Which one would you like me to do now? But, oh, friend of Tommy Cooper's. You would really like the Laughing Cavalier. Right, I shall put this down here, right? And I will put a little bit more fluence on, and I will close
the doors, Mr. Nixon.
Pardon?
Shall I close the back doors as well?
The back, why, are you feeling a draft?
Yes, I think they ought to be.
Yes, you're not just playing for time, are you? Oh, all right then. Go round and close the doors. And I will close this front one like this. And what was it you said to the Laughing Cavalier? Right, I shall close the door like that, put the fluence on, and there we have the Rolf Harris!
I've been framed. Help!
May I say, sir, that you look marvellous as the Laughing Cavalier.
I don't know what they'd to laugh about wearing this clobber.
I don't know why you're moaning. You were very lucky that they didn't choose the Picasso. You would have looked very, very interesting, dressed in triangles and circles. I must say this for you, though. I will really say that outfit suits you. You are the dead image of Charles I.
Isn't that funny? That's twice that's been said to me today. The makeup lady said you look a proper Charlie in that. Actually, pity we haven't got a portrait painter here to do a double portrait of the two of us, the Cavalier and the Roundhead.
You better. I've been insulted by experts. And there's an expert. Now, we have an artist, a very super one. She doesn't paint, but she's pretty as a picture. I'd like you to welcome now Mary Hopkin.
When you're alone, there's no one to forgive or mend. Your mind
That was Ocean Song from Mary's new album called Earth Song. Ocean Song. Thank you, Mary, very much. I've got a couple of tissue papers here, one yellow and one black, and I'm going to put them together and kind of tear them and then fold them. You might not think so. I think I've ruined it. Very carefully, and you think I'm kidding. And then I shall take the scissors and do a little snip here and a couple of snips there and a touch there and a little bit there, and that was the end of my thumb, but never mind, anything for a laugh. Open them up, and with a bit of luck, it should be meaningful. I don't know if it's going to... Oh, yes. Oh! Oh, yes, so it is. Don't go away. Thank you very much, and welcome back to part two. I was reading that a brewery is going to introduce frozen and dehydrated beer because they say it's easier to pack and it's easier to store. It's a funny thought, though. Can you imagine a great big a stevedore maybe going into the local and asking for a 10-penny block of mild and bitter? Or a light ale lolly. It's not a bad idea, though, you know, a drink with a kick on a stick. I've got a little experiment here which is quite good fun for you to try in a pub. It's much more fun than writing your name on the stuff. You take a little bit of dowling, a bit of stick. Any bit of stick will do. This is dowling because it's nice and easy. It's a convenient sign. And you dip it into the beer. This has gone a bit flat while I was waiting for you, but I'm not complaining. But it may work. Wait a minute. And then, if with a very steady hand, it will stay, you see. That isn't a very steady hand. This is a kind of a self-breathalyzer. You could try it yourself, because you need such a steady hand to do it, to see if you're all right for driving. A lot of people are asking whether the breathalyzer has really done any good for this country, and I think this is a ridiculous thing to even question. I mean, after all, one breathalyzer test at least caught 105 spies, didn't it? So there you are. And if you think that was amazing, even incredible, you wait till you see the next act. I want you now to meet David Rosaire and his amazing Perky Peaks. Here they are.
Yes? Oh, very well. Ladies and gentlemen, little Julie said, as this is a very difficult trick for such a tiny little dog, could she please have her applause before she does it? Thank you. Give me a nice kiss. You've been smoking again, haven't you? Another one. All right, give me that draw. Okay, time to go. Put your... I said it's time to go. Put your hat on. Like that. Very well. I'll put the hat on. That's... Okay, take it away.
I think that's a marvellous act. I think that's a very exciting animal act, and isn't it wonderful to see animals so obviously thoroughly enjoying themselves? That monkey loves being up on the Wells Fargo coach. He's stage-struck. Stagecoach. The monkey gave me that joke. I wish he hadn't bothered. Now, from the bright lights of the circus atmosphere, we're going to something a little bit more mysterious. Could we have some sinister lighting, please? A little sinister lighting to set the mood for Rolf. Now, you've heard the expression that crime doesn't pay, but the hours are very good. And here, to prove it, is my old friend, Rolf Harris. Rolf.
I'll sing you a song of a burglar bold who tried to rob a house. He opened the window and crept right in as quiet as a mouse. He said to himself, I'll hide away till everyone is asleep. Then quick as a flash, I'll take the cash and out of the house I'll creep. So he popped himself right under the bed, hard up against the wall. But he hadn't a clue who owned the place, or he'd never have stayed at all. Well, he never thought, well, he never knew, as under the bed he lay, that in the night he'd see a sight that'd turn all his hair to grey. At 9 o'clock the owner came in. I'm tired as tired, she said, and thinking that night that all was right, well, she didn't look under the bed. She took out her teeth and her old glass eye and the hair from off her head, and the burglar bolt turned icy cold with panic beneath the bed. Well, he waited for hours, then out he crept and felt a total wreck. But the old maid, she was still awake, and she grabbed him by the neck. She never screamed or fainted away, but calm as any clam. She said, my prayers are answered, oh, thank heaven I found the man. She whipped the revolver from under the pillar and to the burglar said, young fella, you'll have to marry me now or I'll blow off the top of your head. She held him tight and the burglar knew that there wasn't a chance to scoot. So he looked at her teeth and he heaved a sigh at the ghastly wig and the old glass eye, the coy little smile, the provocative pose and the varicose veins on the end of her nose. He said, lady, for God's sake, shoot.
Thank you, Rolf. Thank you. Rolf Harris, a great number from his new LP called Instant Music. Just about to emerge, I believe, that one. There is a moral to that story somewhere, but I can't think what it is. Actually, it reminds me of the story of a plastic surgeon who's a friend of mine whose most difficult operation ever was conducted on a lady rather like the spinster lady in Rolf's song there. She had been held captive by a burglar all night, and it took this plastic surgeon 3 weeks to get the smile off her face. My next guest, ladies and gentlemen, is highly respected by magicians right through the country, not only as a performer, but also as one of the hardest working officers of the Magic Circle. I'd like you to meet now Michael Bailey.
Thank you very much. I'd like to show you a little miracle, ladies and gentlemen, the sort of thing that you can do yourself, show your friends at Christmas time. How to tie a knot in the centre of a piece of rope without leaving go of the two ends. Isn't that fantastic? That's the knot. Actually, it's a slip knot. You may not believe that, so I'll slip it off and show it to you. There's the knot. Look at it. There we are. I'll do it again for you, just in case you didn't get it the first time. Now, watch very carefully. How to tie a knot in the centre of a piece of rope without leaving go of the two ends. And there's the knot once again. Isn't that marvellous? Now, actually, this is a slip knot, as I told you. A lot of people don't believe that. They don't believe that the knot does, in fact, slip. But it does. Look, I'll show you. First of all, we'll slip it down. And then we'll make it slip up. So much. Yesterday was our wedding anniversary, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot to buy a present for my first wife. Now, I call her my first wife just to keep her on her toes. You understand, I expect. She gave me a lovely anniversary present. She gave me this lighter. Isn't that nice? What beauty, what design, what great British craftsmanship. What a pity it won't work. The cross between a lighter and a self-service crematorium, but it's very, very nice. It's the thought that counts in these things, isn't it? And I thought I ought to buy my wife something rather special. We've married a long time. I thought perhaps a big bunch of flowers or a wedding ring, something like that. So I slipped over to Paris and they got some beautiful things in the shops there, you know. Beautiful. Unfortunately, none of them would speak to me. So I spoke to one of them, one of the beautiful assistants. I said, "Excuse me," I said, "I'd like to buy a present." She said, "Oui, monsieur, is it for your wife or would you like something a little more expensive?" I bought her an educational present, ladies and gentlemen. I thought as we were going in the common market, I ought to give her something so she could improve her French. French magazine, very pretty girl on the cover, French magazine called Jour de France. It's rather, did you notice that accent? It's fantastic, isn't it? Do you know, I ordered a complete meal in French the other night. And I realised it was a Chinese restaurant. I did feel No, but you've got to learn the language. Do you know the French had some very good things? But they have the only certain cure for dandruff, the French. It's called the guillotine. And these magazines are lovely. We have one at home. But this one my wife likes particularly because of the household hints they have, you know. And there's a household hint here. It says, "Why not try putting garlic in baby's bottle? Not only will it make him healthier, but you're about to find him a lot easier in the dark." Not a bad household, is it? But I honestly, I must admit, I bought it for the pretty girl on the front cover. Isn't she attractive? And I did get a twinge of conscience, ladies and gentlemen. I thought, wedding anniversary, I couldn't just go home with this magazine. So I looked around and I bought her something else. I bought her this rather attractive photo frame. I thought this was the sort of thing she would like. She could put photos of her nearest and dearest. Guess who? You're absolutely right. I heaped these presents upon her, and she wasn't at all pleased. I was very unhappy, and so was she. She said, "What would I want with an empty photo frame?" She said, "That's no good to me." I said, "All right, darling. You just have the magazine, but don't be surprised if I keep the pretty girl on the cover."
Excuse me, Mr. Bailey.
Oh.
I brought your television set in case you wanted to watch something.
How kind of you. That's very thoughtful, Alistair.
No.
Thank you very much.
It's very light, isn't it?
Ah, yes,
Very,
it's interesting
very
you should say that. It's very light because it has no works at all, and I'm going to show it to you, Alistair. I thought you'd be interested in this.
Oh, I see.
Just have a look at the inside of this, would you? If we can open it, hold it there, and we'll open the back. That's it. Oh, there we are. Have a good look inside, Alistair, would you? A nice close look. Closer than that. Anything in there? Yeah, let's turn him round for a moment. I think we might have got ourselves a captive audience here. Well, he's always wanted to see television from the inside, Alistair has. There we are. Now, you in there, Alistair, nice and comfortable, are you? Because there's a very good programme coming up. A very good programme coming up. You sitting comfortably? Good. Then we'll begin. I happen to know, ladies and gentlemen, that this set, apart from having no works, is in fact very normal. It has a screen, as you can see. It has controls. And it has a loudspeaker. And over here, we have rather a nice aerial. This is the aerial which is designed to make quite sure the neighbours know you've got colour television. Now, I happen to know what programme's coming up. It's called Seeing is Believing, or The Case of the Pincushion Head. That's just the appetizer. Now comes the real meat of the thing. This programme is not suitable for those with a nervous disposition. I used to get a lot of interference on my set at home, you know. So I fitted a suppressor to the wife. The in-laws, the wife's parents, love watching television. They like the cowboy films best. Case of the in-laws watching the outlaws. My children love television too, you know. They watch all the programmes. They even send fan letters to the test card. Don't worry about this, incidentally. I've hardly had any accidents. They're usually as right as rain after a couple of months. Well, you can get a nasty headache, you know, with this sort of thing. Do you suffer from stabbing pains? I don't think Alistair does. He's got the ring of confidence. I told him how to do this, you know. Just went in one ear and out the other. One thing about this trick, ladies and gentlemen, it certainly sticks in the mind. We sometimes get some nasty bits of gristle around here. Yeah, I got one. I knew it. He may suffer from water on the brain, I'm not too sure. Oh! We shall certainly call him Softhead after this. Well, there we are, ladies and gentlemen. 21 cold steel rods piercing the human cranium, and yet Alistair is there, still alive and smiling. He is still alive and smiling, isn't he? My God, I've been robbed. No one leave the studio. He had it when he came in, didn't he? I mean, I've lost the odd ear before, but never a complete head. This is ridiculous. That's the end of part one, or the end of one part. Normal service will be resumed as soon as possible.
Now, Rolf, you did promise, you know. Just a little painting or two, yes?
Yes, what about a little bit of paint, then?
Oh, sorry, paint. Give him the paint, please. Mr. Harris will now paint a few original
sorry,
Rembrandts.
David. Sorry, David, there's no paint.
Oh, sorry. So, over here, won't be said.
Sorry.
Thank you very much. Some special, expensive paint for Mr. Harris. They moan about the budget every 5 minutes. Which colour do you prefer?
I'll have the green.
Well, they're both green.
Oh, well, what a good idea.
Very considerate. All right, then.
Canvas, we need a canvas or a bit of a scenery or something to paint on.
Some what?
A big canvas or scenery or something to paint on.
They told me you were temperamental.
What? Do a painting, he says, where's the canvas?
No, you don't need that. Haven't you ever done it with magic, Rolf? No, it's cheaper than canvas. You paint on the air, on fresh air. No, really, I'm not kidding you. Honestly, would I? Really?
Well...
Look, pick yourself, dip the thing in the paint.
Mine's all soppy wet here.
Pick yourself a nice bit of air that looks fairly clean and unused, and just run the brush down it, and you get your effect, you see, like this. Painting on... Haven't you ever done that before, Rolf?
No.
Well, be my guest, please. Go on, try it. Try it.
Feels like a fool.
Anywhere. There you are, you see.
I don't believe it.
Yes. Just slap it on. Lovely, isn't it?
It's impossible. Painting patterns in midair is just impossible.
With some magic, you can do it anywhere. It's not impossible. when you feel this strange compulsion.
Dip your paintbrush in emulsion.
Aim at nothing, the emulsion simply rolls on.
It's impossible. Squares or oblongs, you can paint them any size. It looks impossible.
They hang suspended right before your very eyes. It's not impossible. So tomorrow, if you've half an hour to spare, just occupy it.
Painting patterns in the air.
Before you try it, just remember, without magic, it's impossible.
What does this remind you of, all these squiggles and things?
I know what you're thinking of. You're thinking of those digs that we used to share in Scunthorpe. Do you remember?
You're right.
There was no carpet on the floor.
There were coat hooks on the door.
Yes.
I remember it well. There was a cupboard standing here. We used to store all kinds of beer. I remember
it well. This ancient fireplace, the chimney used to smoke.
Oh, yes, we tried to light a fire, and then we choked. That little vase upon the shelf was filled with flowers I grew myself.
Oh.
Yes, I remember it well.
Oh, me, is it? Oh,
Above
what a
the
good idea.
fireplace.
Above the fireplace, I recall,
Yes?
there was a painting I nearly forgot about on the wall.
Ah, yes! You just remembered it well.
There was a ship upon the sea.
We used to sink it, you and me. Careful. I remember it well. Each night I used to wind that dear old-fashioned clock. It had a friendly tick, but it had no talk.
To make the room much friendlier, your favorite piece of furniture.
Ah, yes. I remember it well. Will you allow me to pour you a small beer, Rolf? I'll just turn the tap on. What do you think of that?
Good.
How often we enjoyed the few occasional beers. Oh, they were happy days.
Good luck, Dave.
Cheers.
Oh, sorry. Before you drink this, I've just remembered something. Sorry to muck you about there. I'm forgetting a few things tonight. Let me just slosh this in, and you'll see what this is all about.
What's that?
Well, I'll tell you in a minute. Don't panic. No, I'll do it right in there. That's it. Hang on to that a sec. Give me a Bloodsworth bottle in. I'd ring the bell through the door. The prettiest maid you ever saw.
Did you want something, Mr. Harris?
Ah, yes.
Yes.
I
remember it well. Now it's my turn to ring the bell. Watch this.
Did you want something?
Yes. I remember Mary. Oh, let's get the drinks out. Yes. Serve the drinks, Alistair. Mary, Michael, and David. Come on in. Because the champagne's getting cold. Have you enjoyed yourselves? Thank you very much for coming, and thank you for watching. And see you about the same time next week. I hope so. Goodbye now. See you next week. One for you.